I just recorded 20 minutes of video and realizing it didn't record the sound, so I'm trying to do this one more time. And I hope you can hear me now. Is this working or not? Let's check. Okay, let's go. So, I want to tell you a very, very interesting talk I had. Where was this? I think 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. Yeah, I had a talk with my future inner mentor. So some people probably think, what is she talking about right now? Why is she talking to a future inner mentor? But I would like to tell you this whole story. I think it's quite interesting for especially people who want to achieve their goals, who are dedicated, who are ambitious, who are entrepreneurs, who are CEOs, who are business owners, who are normal people, who are whatever kind of person you are. We all dream and we all have our goals, we all have our vision, what we want to achieve in the next years. And I had this very, very interesting meditation. It was 3 weeks ago because I'm currently reading this book from Tara Moore. It's called Playing Big, a practical guide for a brilliant woman like you. And I think it's not only necessary for women, it's for all mankind, woman, male, man. It's for every single person. And she was guiding me through my future inner mentor meditation. So what is my inner mentor in predicting in the next 5-10 years? And I think that's so interesting because we all dream and we have our visions in our head, and it's so much fun to talk about what is going to happen in the future and dreaming about it because it gives you so much energy. And I was doing this meditation in my bed, and she advised me to have 3 questions in my head for my future inner mentor, what I'm going to ask her, what is probably helping me today, especially on daily routine when I'm struggling with whatever my next steps, what I want to do in my business, defining my goals, talking to my employees, talking to clients, talking to parents, to my partner, to friends. So this is basically this mentor you're looking for, maybe in another person. You have this in yourself already, and she's calling this future inner mentor. And she was asking me, first step was to give your future inner mentor a name, and I called her Miss Chardonnay. It's a very funny name. Yeah, probably people are thinking right now, why is she giving her a wine name? But I love wine. I love the taste of white wine especially. Of course I love champagne as well, but white wine I think is one of my most favorite drink. And I used to work in a wine company that was one of my first jobs, and then I got in touch with this whole wine business. Oh, that looks a bit strange here because my hair is coming off. And I see this future inner self mentor is the best name. This just popped up in my head, and I mostly trust my intuition, what kind of names I should choose. In the first place. I'm trusting my intuition, and this name popped up. So Miss Chardonnay, and I love Chardonnay, so I call her Miss Chardonnay. And this meeting or this talk I had with Miss Chardonnay was pretty intense, but also very helpful, because especially on days when I feel not energized, when I feel a little bit slow, when I feel maybe doubting myself, I think everybody can relate to this. You have some days you are full of energy, and you have some days you just maybe want to go back to sleep, or just want to stop doing whatever you're doing at the moment. So Miss Chardonnay is helping me in this moment, and every single time when I need to make hard decisions in my life, or according to business, I ask Miss Chardonnay, what would she do? How would she decide what is going to be the next step? Or how would she deal with this situation? So I went for a coffee with Miss Chardonnay. Basically, well, I was invited for a coffee to her home, which was a beautiful villa, super enlightening. It was big, near the ocean, white. She opened the door and she was wearing a beautiful white suit. It was a white blazer with white pants and I think white shoes, and she looked so relaxed. Her whole facial expression was super relaxed, super lovable, open, heartful, calm, and just the type of woman in the age of 35, 38. I would say she was 38, in which you just look up to and you think like, wow, that's an amazing woman. That's a woman who basically enters into the room and you just feel this energy and you feel this aura and you feel like, oh, I want to talk to this person because she is so calm and relaxed and self-confident. So I want to know, what is she taking that she just has this energy and spreads all over the room, this energy. So this is Miss Chardonnay, and she opened this door. I was smiling in my face and was very, very excited to see me, invited me to her home and said, let's have a coffee in my favorite place in this home, and that's a rose and garden. So we've been walking through this whole villa and I've seen a pool on the left side. I've seen a very, very big kitchen, living room, decorated in white and romantic walls and curtains, and just the fresh air of ocean, spring. It was a very nice spring weather like today, super sunny, blue sky, beautiful little flowers. And we went back in her backyard with her rose and garden, and there were 2-3 beautiful chairs, a couch, and a very calm, inviting, welcoming place. And we sat down there and had a talk. And she was asking me right in the beginning, how can I help you? And what do you want to know? What questions do you have? So we can start this interview. And I prepared 3 questions. The first question was, what do I need the most? Or what's important for me? What was important for me the last 10 years? Every single time when I need to make decisions in my life to feel that I'm on the right path. And she was looking at me, and this was coming out right off the pistol. The most important thing for you is love, then your space and freedom, and the third thing is basically just trust yourself, because you're gonna achieve big things in your life. And I was just smiling and I thanked her for this answer, and this gave me this inner powerful feeling of, yes, everything is true what she's telling me, and I need to take this with me, this way of feeling, especially for days when I'm not feeling confident or when I'm doubting myself and I have just a little bit of anxiety to go for the next step. Then there's the second question I was asking her is, how could you deal with all the challenges and the setbacks you've been facing the last 10 years, especially when you lost your mom? And that's a very intense question. And I had no idea that I'm coming up with this question even. To be honest, in this book there were several other questions to ask my future inner mentor, but suddenly in my meditation I just came up with this one, and this was shocking to me. And a lot of people probably don't know that my mom has cancer, and she's very sick since the last 2 years, and it's a very difficult situation for me and my family, and so far we don't know if she's gonna heal, and she's fighting every single day very hard. And of course I hope that she's getting better soon. But in this meditation, I was asking Miss Chardonnay, how did she deal with losing my mom? So basically predicting that I'm going to lose my mom. And I just remember that she answered to me that one sentence: I'm very thankful to have or had this great time with my mom, and I just grow so much losing her, but I know she's every single day within me in my heart. And she said this with such a powerful, strong way of look that I just knew if that's going to happen in the future and my mom is not able to deal with this illness, I know that I'm going to be proud that I will handle whatever comes, whatever happens, I will handle the situation. And I know that my mom is always going to be within my heart and always look down on me and will be there for me no matter what I'm deciding to do. So we had a couple more minutes to talk while sitting in this rose garden with coffee, and she was so nice to me, and her look was so beautiful and so empowering me. And then on the way, when she escorted me to the door to leave this interview, she gave me a little gift, and I think that's very interesting as well. She gave me a snowball. So I don't know if you guys know this little thing, you normally buy them on Christmas markets. They have a little figure inside, and that's a snowball, and you can shake them and you have a lot of snowflakes inside. And she gave this to me as a gift, as a souvenir, in case to be remembered in my inner power. And I had no idea why, and I'm still looking for the solution or for this answer. Why is she giving me this little snowball? And I still don't know the reason for it, but I'm looking for answers for the next months and weeks, what kind of meaning it has. The only thing what I imagine is that I love sparkle, I love magic, I love dreams, I love Disney, I a little bit childish sometimes as well. That's why I have my little childish dancing little Kati tattoo here on my wrist. And maybe the snowball is giving me the meaning of paying a little bit more attention on magic in my life and sparkle in my life, because lately I've been maybe losing my path the last weeks, and I just didn't feel so energized the last weeks and very drained. And sparkle and magic, when I think about some magic situation I had in the last years, always gives me energy and always gives me the power to still believe in me and the power to still believe in my goals. So I will let you know what this little snowball meant to me when I have the concrete answer. And I just want to invite you guys, if you feel a little bit lost, if you feel like you don't know if the path you're going right now is helping you, do this future inner mentor meditation. I can give you this link down there and you can have a check. Maybe that's something for you as well. Or just leave me a comment or like if you like this video, and you can ask me some more questions. And I promise you, talk to your future inner mentor, especially on days when you not feel empowered, when you feel like, I don't know what I'm doing at the moment, is this even correct, or does this fit with my new identity, with my future identity? Try to talk with your inner mentor, because this person is definitely give you the right advice.